Once again, welcome to the weeblounge. I am Nick, and in this character spotlight, we have Rem. Yes, Rem from the collaboration with ReZero. She's got her balls, she's got her chain, she's got her maid outfit, and we are Team Rem all the way. All right, this is my personal favorite character from ReZero, and of course, you got Team Rem, you got Team Amelia. I'm Team Rem, but I've also noticed that there's a little bit of a Team Ram out there and everything, but whatever the case may be, Team Rem, we're good. Let's go ahead and get into the skills. Skill number 1, El Huma. El Huma. I mentioned it before, but there's like a casting that you put L in front of something or Al in front of something. It like enhances the magic or something when you're doing the incantation or something. It's a ReZero thing. It's in the name. Skill number 1, single target damage attack and freeze, more or less a stun, to the frontmost enemy. Okay, it's a smack and stun. I like skills like that, and it kind of sounds like she's about to be arena bound here. Skill number 2, aqua healing. And it sounds like it should be a Konosuba character skill name or something. Whatever. It is a single target heal on the ally with the lowest hit points. Okay, single target heal looks like to be a decent amount. All right, it's a little odd that Rem's healing because she's got the ball and chain and murders people, but okay, I'll let her have it. EX skill increases physical attack power, and if you happen to have her at 5 stars, it greatly increases physical attack power. Now for her union burst, it's Al Huma instead of El Huma. El Huma is skill number 1. Al Huma is the union burst. They really could have named it something else. All right, it is a front to midline damage AoE attack, physical damage, that does extra damage to any characters that happen to be incapacitated or frozen from her other skills or stunned or whatever from other skills other people do. So if you can combine a whole bunch of stuff, I suppose that would be pretty decent in arena. Maybe somehow get Hatsune to work in there or something like that. Just throwing it out there. But the AoE on this one's a little weird. Now I say front to midline because it seems to be. I often will say frontline damage attack, where it pretty much just affects the front line enemies that are up there. This is front to midline because it seems like it creeps past the front line just a little bit. Just enough to where like it could get like one mid-ground character or something. If there's 2 of them there, maybe it'll get one, maybe it'll get both. It's a really weird one because it's slightly bigger than normal, and I can't gauge it for the life of me. So that's that. Take it as you will. Now she doesn't have a 6 star. She does have special equipment. It's Rem's hair ornament. It upgrades the El Huma skill number 1, not the Union Burst, skill number 1. So that the freeze effect actually splashes to enemies around the primary target. So, if you have 3 enemies on the front line or whatever, the very frontmost one, usually the tank, you hit them, you freeze them, that freeze effect will also splash out to the other 2 on the sides or wherever they are. And that actually starts making her kind of useful in PvP. So I have actually seen her in the arena quite a bit here recently. But that aside, let's go ahead and throw her in here and see if she can use her ball and chain to get a spear. I think I'm actually pretty good on spears now. I actually don't think I need any more. At this point in all the videos I've done, you wouldn't think I'd need any more. Where the heck is Rem? Rem, there, oh, there you go. All right. Now, this character, this is the 3rd of the ReZero collab characters that I've done, and out of all 3, Ram is actually rated higher than Rem in terms of just overall usefulness. But Rem is the only one that you really ever see or use or do anything with, because Ram and sadly Amelia, both of them sadly, are just like bad characters. And unfortunately, it's the same with Ram. It really is. I do like the Union Burst though. You can tell they put a little extra effort due to the popularity of this character. But yeah, you see her in arena basically for that freeze effect, and that freeze effect alone. But sadly, it's kind of easy to circumvent if you have a proper makeup and everything. So it's not like a game-breaking type deal, but she is useful in the arena, most certainly. But she doesn't do any kind of super crazy damage in PvE, so you'll never see her in there. Like, ever. You won't ever see any of the ReZero characters in there, ever. And that's kind of sad, because you think they would have gave like a really good collaboration event like this some characters that are really, really extraordinary, but unfortunately they didn't. They just didn't. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. When this event comes around, you're going to get Ram, but you're not going to get Rem, you're not going to get Amelia unless you grow on the gacha. And my actual recommendation is to save your jewels. Unless you're doing the waifu thing, and unless you're a fanboy, fangirl, whatever the case may be, just don't. You don't have to. These characters are never going to get used. And I really hate saying that. I really wanted Rem to be like a really, really good character, but it just wasn't the case. They were designed poorly, and the special equipment that these characters had they were added like just a few months ago from this video. It wasn't that long ago where those got added. And they could have done such a much better job to really elevate these characters, but if they were bad before, they're just bad now. They're just plain bad. And Rem is no exception. You know, you'll see her in the arena, and some group makeups, yeah, she plays well. She can play really well. But otherwise, you're just not going to use her. There's so many other group makeups and characters you can use, even in arena, that will do a much better job and help you advance much further. We'll see you in the next video.